Alrighty, folks. Well, we are here with another session of Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. I am Dungeon Mister, here with our wonderful players. If you guys got anything to say, now would be your time to say it.
Are we doing introductions?
If you want to say hello,
Yeah. Oh, hello.
or anything
Oh,
to the
okay.
audience.
Hello.
Is this the point we say something stupid?
This is the exact
That's
time
what
to
I'm
say
wondering.
something
Oh,
stupid.
okay.
And for the next 2 hours.
Marmalade.
And for the next 2.5 hours or so.
2.5 hours.
But
Yeah.
out of character stupidness for right
Oh.
now. Yes.
Okay. Nah. Okay, that's fine.
Perfect.
Milk before cereal ain't that bad.
It's
Oh, God.
only on the second bowl.
Holy shit. Yes.
Only on the second bowl, in my opinion.
That triggered a lot of people. My bad.
I'm sure it will. And I'm sorry for anyone watching that was offended by that.
Yeah.
We'll be sure not to repeat that mistake.
No strikes on this channel.
But this is actually our first time streaming on the Twitch. But this is actually our 20th session, and the group has been together for about the better part of a week in game time.
Oh.
And we're gonna start the same way we start every single session, and that's with a little bit of a recap to give you guys a recap on what happened last time, and a little bit up to where we are now. So, without further ado, let's get into this whole thing. So we started with you guys setting out to recover Callan's cousin, Gundren Rockseeker, from the clutches of the Cragmaw. You traveled through the woods and hills, uncovering an ancient burial mound with a sword from a long-dead hero. Utilizing it, you actually helped Alva's mentor be rid of a dragon in the ruins of Thundertree, and eventually finally arrived at Cragmaw Castle. Under cover of rain and darkness, crept into the broken keep, starting a battle in the kitchen with a number of goblins, scaring away many, killing most. One hobgoblin you actually captured, and you parlayed with his fellows, coming to terms of securing the castle in their name, and went after the queen of the castle. Rushing into the chamber of the queen, Gundren ended up getting killed in the process, with an apparent drow escaping with a map. But the queen was killed as well, leaving the castle to the hobgoblins, who promised to try and steer clear of Phandelver. A fated encounter in the woods led you to see the wizard Iarno Glassstaff Albrecht, possibly en route to the castle you just liberated, and apparently with the help of the remaining red brands from Phandelver and a handful of bugbears, battle brewed in this woods. Spells being slung, you couldn't help but notice a familiar drow with them, and eventually with Iarno surrendering and killing anyone else who opposed you. You arrested the wizard and recovered the map to the lost mine of Phandelver's pact. Heading back to Phandelver, returned the prisoner to await justice and also to bring Gundren back to a burial site. And you were greeted with a sorrowful welcome now that they saw Gundren was dead, but rewarded nonetheless for your efforts. Regrouping and resupplying, you purchased what you needed, headed to follow the map, hopefully find Callan's other two cousins alive within these mines. Not but a little over half a day's travel away, following the map's directions, our heroes stumble upon a few jutting rocks at the base of the mountain range, just peculiar enough to seem just right. Clear skies ahead, can plainly see the darkened mouth of a cave within. Our heroes, however, changed from the events of the last week, still have an arduous path ahead of them. And that's where we're going to begin today. And climbing up this ridge to meet this cave, Zadkiel, if you want to describe your character as the first to kind of climb up.
Sure, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear.
So Zadkiel climbs up wearing splint mail. He has kind of woven some flowers and leaves and vines through it because he's very connected to nature. He's extremely handsome, and sunlight always hits him in the right way. He has a medium-sized shield that he uses, and a very nice sword.
Fair enough. Followed by this seemingly glistening in the sunlight, human-like ASMR. Isabel following behind. Isabel, if you want to describe your character.
Yeah. So my character is Isabel, and she has some chainmail armor on now. But yep, she's got a Dragon Slayer sword, and she's pretty bratty.
Which is
Um,
a beautiful,
but
great sword, by the
she's
way.
a beautiful, a beautiful, great sword, but very bratty, and doesn't like when things go her way. But with some of the happenings that have happened on her journey, there has been a little change of tune lately. She's very much more caring for her party members, and as we're going into this new tunnel, she's definitely a bit more cautious and looking out for others as we venture in.
Fair enough. Following behind this pair would be a stout dwarf. If Callan, you want to describe your character.
Yes, Callan Stoutmine is, as previously described, as if a fire hydrant and a pit bull had a baby. He is thick, big, blonde, bushy beard. He is fairly ugly, even by dwarven standards. And he used to have daggers because he's a filthy rogue, but he has pitched them aside because now he has psychic blades that are golden that he likes to use. And despite his size, he likes to be sneaky.
Fair enough. Kind of a little bit beside and behind Cal would be a smaller individual than this dwarf, even. Mel, if you want to describe your character.
Yeah, Melancholia is a halfling wearing half plate. However, underneath it all, she is actually a changeling who is living as a halfling. Mostly out of deception, because few people expect such things, and hence, and has been accepted within halfling society, but she's haunted by previous experiences, and is rather quite melancholy, sad, morose, perhaps even ghoulish at times. But underneath it, she's rather attractive and willing to support the members of the party come at the worst times.
All right. And kind of twice the size of Mel and Cal, the size of a normal person, would be Alva. You want to describe your character?
Yes, Alva is a druid tiefling, and she has beautiful lavender skin and magenta colored hair and eyes, giant horns on her head, and she wears studded leather armor and carries a thorn whip. She's quiet and observant, but she's also fiercely loyal to the people who are close to her.
All right. And last but not least, probably a somewhat shadowy but bright figure following behind, probably the most odd of all, at least in these parts, would be White Claw.
White Claw would be white, but he appears a bit dead. Somehow blank stare. He walks with a with a big glass staff And he's got just ragged robes on him.
Fair enough. He's also a cat person. Also what is known as a tabaxi. Not from this region, but apparently he died not but a few days ago. But that's a story for another time. As our troop heads up onto this kind of, not quite cliffside, just a little bit of a ridge where you see that tunnel, you can almost imagine and maybe even fear what it was like when Gundren and Nundro and Tharden found this site or uncovered it. And seeing this kind of pretty well excavated portion here. See this dark tunnel ahead. How do you guys approach?
Zad would say, well, looks like this is it. How do we want to enter?
Why don't you lead the way?
Perfectly fine with that.
I share my sight with Isabella, so she's able to see, and I think that means that we don't need any lights.
Yeah. As
Thank
Isabel, you
you.
can see perfectly inside this cave as if there was a dim light shining within almost. It would only, just remember, it only lasts an hour, but you do have it.
She turns around and gives a little thumbs up.
And White Claw's gonna use the staff to cast Mage Armor on himself.
All right. Unlike the rest of your magic, using this staff for the first time, it almost like a sheen of glass starts to cover you before it kind of fades into, well, nothingness. And go ahead and mark off a charge. So with Zadkiel leading the way, you all under the cover of darkness, as you start to enter this winding tunnel that seems to go pretty far down, you would take a few winding turns until, and a few stalagmites and stalactites here and there, some rubble kind of pushed to the side. But after not long, the entrance tunnel kind of leads into what looks to be a large natural cavern supported by a large pillar of rock. In the western part of the cave, behind this pillar, you can see 3 bedrolls. Look to be a heap of ordinary supplies. You can see sacks of what look to be flour spilling out, bags of salt, casks of, you can smell them, salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, plenty of other gear there. Unfortunately, amid
sorry.
you're good. Amid the supplies, unfortunately, you do see, looks like the body of a dwarf, lightly covered up, dead for at least a week.
Cal will approach the corpse and see if he can identify his third cousin on his mother's side.
I would say you absolutely can, having actually known Tharden. This is Gundren's brother.
This is Tharden. This is Gundren's brother. He's gone. Looks like he's been dead a week.
You better
Colin.
be careful, Dan.
Capture your anger. Your vengeance is going to be sweet.
It's a good thing we started a little cemetery back home. And I would try to pull him out and kind of not dress him, but lay him out and put him in a more dignified pose than what he's in.
As you pull him out, he's got typical miner's clothes on. I mean, a little finer than the average miner. Looks like he's got a thick pair of boots with a matching belt and kind of like, also for good measure, he's got a pair of nice thick leather suspenders on. Looks like he still didn't even have time to take off his cloak. Got a fancy dark blue cloak on as well.
Can I inspect the items to see if whether or not they're got any properties, magical or?
I'll give you an investigation at advantage, because you know Tharden.
Advantage.
First roll of the night. All right, good thing for that advantage with a 21. Looking him over, you have a keen memory of Tharden always wandering around with that cloak. He always said it kept him safe from harm, although it didn't seem to keep him safe from whatever killed him last time. Looks like his throat had been cut. Blood had been dried for like a week now. He's not quite at the point of rotting, but he's not fresh by any means. But the cloak would kind of, for a fact, it has protected properties.
He'd want a family member to have this. Well, untie it and pull it around myself. Tie it up.
Zad would walk over to Callan and say, Callan, so sorry you lost another family member. If there's any peace I can offer you, please come see me.
The pace you can offer me is a lot of dead greenskins. Let's get on with it.
That's a deal, my friend.
This is actually a cloak of protection.
Hey.
Nice. I was gonna ask if Isabel could inspect some of the ingredients there. I'm just thinking for like, I know we bought a lot of rations, but just the stuff on the floor and where how long has the salted meat been cured for?
The salted meat looks like it is perfectly seasoned, still perfectly good to eat. There is a good like small cask of it. I would say like 10 rations worth in there.
Whoa.
There is a small sack of flour, say about 5 pounds of flour, and a sack of salt. At least like 10 pounds of salt for salting meat along the way.
Okay, so I'm definitely, everybody's cool. I'm definitely gonna take the meat. I'm gonna take that. As for the flour and the salt, don't think I want to take. Part of me wants to take a little bit of it, but I don't have like a bag or anything. But I do have pockets. DM, is it cool if I take a handful of the flour and a handful of the salt and just put it in my pocket?
Yeah, you can have a handful of flour and a handful of salt. Just make sure you put them in separate pockets.
Nothing like warm flour in your pants.
And I have it on my hands and I'm wiping myself down, but like there's clearly flour everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just writing this down.
Fair enough.
And the ration, the meat, I am taking that. So.
All right, yeah. So I say 10 pounds of rations. Or no, it's 10 rations.
It's 10 rations.
So
I just don't know.
20 pounds of food.
Oh dang.
Perfectly sealed away in this little cask here. Seems like this place has been untouched for, you would guess, the better part of a week. I would say as they're kind of inspecting things, Mel, with your great dark vision at the moment, you can see this natural cave continues to the northeastern side. It looks like a section of it had actually collapsed at one point, forming a 10-foot wide, like 20-foot deep pit. You can see a sturdy hemp rope tied around one of the 3 stalagmites, kind of dangling into the pit beyond.
And does the pit cut off the path to the northwest entrance of that northwest side of that cave opening?
It looks like it's the end of it. Do you want to go look at the? It's like at the wall of the northeastern side.
Okay, no, I was just trying to understand if it cut through the pathway or not.
So there's no real path. In fact, I can bring you guys to a map. Just don't go wandering around, please. As you guys are in this room here. And kind of in this spot where you guys are standing would be where like the supplies and the body of Tharden would lay.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm.
But that is what you guys see.
Zadkiel would say, well, does anyone have inkling of how we should proceed? Which
I
You're up.
see that there's a pit over to the left side with a rope, but if you want to go take a look over there.
Sure,
And there's something to the northwest for us to explore as well.
Northwest or northeast?
Northeast.
Oh, that
You guys are in the northwestern part of the side.
okay,
Gotcha.
towards the northeast.
Well, perhaps we should check out this level of the cave before we go any further deep underground.
Mm-hmm.
So Zad would kind of move forward and start looking around.
And Mel would be following him. Mel's chicken. She wouldn't go look herself away from the group.
All right. So it seems like this is just one large cave. Where are you going to check out?
I think the pit.
Okay, so then I'll start heading south, east.
South is where you came from.
South is where we came. Okay. So then it would northwest. There seems to be a wall. I don't know. I can't see because of where I'm positioned.
Here,
But
let me lead. Follow me, and I'll take the lead.
You guys are
Since
in
I'm
the
able to see the most.
Yeah, you're in the northwestern portion of the cave.
yeah, and there's a north eastern. It looks like there's a path, but I can't quite see. Oh no, it's not a path. It is a wall.
So follow me, everyone. And we're going to go look at a pit in the cave where something fell.
It would
How
look
would
like
be
the entire floor collapsed 20 feet down.
so? Cal would be on the lookout for traps,
All right.
just if you can see anything ahead.
Noted. We'll say, Mel, as you kind of step over towards the edge of the pit, that's kind of where the rope is heading down.
Mm-hmm.
You would notice, well, three things. The first thing is that at the bottom of this pit, there are two tunnels, one heading to the directly north, and one looks like it heads east on this pit. The third thing you would see, the rope does go plainly down to the bottom of the pit, but the third thing you would see is, look to be slumped at the bottom, is the body of a goblin. You would see an elongated skull on it, green streaks on its skin.
So I convey that there are. So it's 20 feet down?
Yeah, 20 feet down. There's a rope leading down.
Yeah, there's a rope leading down a body of a goblin that's expired. How does it look like a really old body, fresh?
Hard to tell from up here.
Okay. And at that level, there's two different. There's a chamber to the north and a chamber to the east.
Which one do we go? We flip a coin?
Well, maybe we should go down and check the goblin first, see what he's got. Might have some
Yeah.
intel about where we should be going.
I was just gonna ask if I could go down and inspect, but then also would I recognize? You said there were markings on the goblin.
Yeah, it looks
Um,
like it.
would I? Are those like something that have been painted on or something? Because just with my experience with my character with goblins, is there any way I would recognize those markings?
If you want to go check it out, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Go climb
Did
down
you
that
say?
pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down the pit. Cool.
All right.
Gonna
Isabel goes clambering down the rope to the pit.
Zad will climb her down too because he wouldn't want anyone to go along anywhere.
All right, I'm in the pit.
There's a wall there. I'll get rid of that wall.
I was gonna say I can't get my gonna get Isabel down there.
You can easily all start clambering down this pit as Isabel kind of looks and inspects this goblin markings. This is unlike, well, almost unlike any goblin you've seen before. Kind of reminds you of the goblins that you saw a pair of them underneath Tresendar Manor. Has an elongated skull, and the green streaks are not paint. It's like part of its skin seems nearly torn, like green sort of scar marks. And Cal, in your head, you would hear from Jeffrey, "Oh, it's the green. It's the green, sir.
What's the green?
But down there, I don't like it. It's so green."
What don't you like about the color green there, little man?
"Oh, it's the feeling. You don't feel the feeling."
I'd holler down at everyone. Jeffrey's got a problem with the goblin.
"Oh, it's dead now, right? I mean,
Oh, it's
What?
dead. All right. Do you want to take a bite of him?
no, not at all."
Isabel will look back. Can I touch it? Like can I can I is he safe to touch? I don't know. Is he dead?
No judgment here.
Can I just look at it, just maybe know what caused those markings?
I'd say looking it over, there are two strange, weird scars that really, honestly, none of you would have any inkling for.
Yeah, I'll turn to the group and I'll say, you know me, I've had quite a share of goblins in my day, and I can't say that I've ever seen markings like this. And as I'm saying that, I'm gonna maybe try and trifle through his pockets, if that's cool.
He's not
See
even
if there's
wearing
anything
armor. You don't see
Oh.
any blades on him. It looks like, honestly, as someone who wears armor, it doesn't look like he did ever wear armor. Hands don't look calloused from someone who would wield a blade. It's weird.
As Zadkiel is a guard, would he have ever encountered something like this?
Absolutely not. The only time you guys have encountered this is the two dead goblins under Tresendar Manor.
This is strange. Tread carefully, friends.
Mm-hmm. So now do we go north or do we go east? That goblin doesn't seem to give us any clue.
Can't we explore the southwest of the cavern? Does it end there?
That's where you guys
That's
came
where we
from.
came from.
Well, then we should continue up north.
North? What makes you want to go north?
As far as I can tell, checking this place out, what I can see is
I mean, either way.
Can I inspect the area to see if one's more traveled than the other one? If there are any, markings or footprints or anything?
You can give me a survival check, sure. looking for footprints in this dingy cave. With a natural 1, you don't even think you're leaving footprints. Kind of a little distracted by what Jeffrey said, the rat in your pocket, and learning that Tharden is also dead. And also making sure the cloak fits kind of comfortably, looking around. You don't see any footprints.
Well,
The floor. Sorry.
In training, I was always taught for cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. I suggest, since we came from the south, we continue north, and then we continue east or west. One north no longer works.
Sounds good enough for me. The floor of the sunken inn, is that rock or is it dirt?
It's rock. Yeah, like the floor caved in some time ago. You're not sure when, but it just looks like essentially similar floor to what you're standing on right now. It's just down 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Some rubble at the bottom, but
Okay.
Well, guess we're going north.
All right.
all right.
Okay.
Heading northward.
All right, lead the way, Zadkiel.
Zad lead the way.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who is following up behind Zad?
I'll take that.
All right. Behind Cal.
Sure. I'll be behind Cal.
I'll be right behind Isabel.
All right.
I'll be behind White Fang.
I guess I'm in the back.
All right. Traveling ahead. Looking, yeah, as the area beyond, as you all travel in this, and are kind of forced to travel in a train-like fashion, except for at intersections. You would see the area consists of numerous intersecting passages. Ceilings here are only 6 feet high, a little tight for, well, half of your group. Several of the passages seem to end in partially excavated rock faces. Seems like a maze of passages. And this is the part where I'm not going to show you guys. So, continuing north, you would come to what looks to be carved out tunnels, and some more natural than others. The occasional, bracing of the tunnel. But for the most part, you would see a little bit of glistening along these walls as well, as these are the mines. Heading north, you come to an intersection. Intersection looks to head west or east. Or north. West, east, or north. You can actually head like in a northwestern direction.
I'll leave this choice up to somebody else.
I
Oh,
say
do
we
you have
flip a
any
coin.
idea?
Flip a coin.
Sorry.
Flip a coin.
For 3 directions.
Oh,
Pretty much
Does
north,
anybody have
south,
a
east, or west
three-sided-
at this point.
does anybody have a 3-sided jewel? Gallon, you got any 3-sided jewels on you? I don't know.
I don't have any jewels. Don't know what you're talking about. I say we push north.
North it is.
Push north.
Okay.
All right.
Isabella, you have that flower?
Oh, I do have a handful of flour in my pocket.
I know.
Should I?
Should
Would you like me to use it for the ground to know where we've gone, so we can backtrack?
Like a
No,
hands-on.
we want you to bake a fucking cake.
I don't have all the ingredients for a cake, but like if we keep searching, maybe I can.
Isabel,
What?
Isabel, there's this thing Callan uses a lot called sarcasm.
Oh,
I'll teach you about it when we're done here. But Yeah, I think that's a
Right.
great idea.
All right.
Isabella,
So-
before they said anything, I was going to mention if we get a sense of needing a drift of air, we can use that to see the direction of the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? You're smart. Let's go with what you're saying.
But do we have any sense of air here?
It's a little stagnant, but you can kind of feel a little bit of I guess give me a perception check to try and feel air currents as you're trying to feel around and talking about this flower. You would all hear this echo of a pounding waves crashing from somewhere within this cavern. And it just continues to echo past you all. You can hear it bouncing off of the walls. Kind of sounds like breaking surf.
Sounds like this water. Can we tell the direction in which it's coming?
That would be a perception check as well.
Alright.
As Mel, you don't really get any sense of a breeze or if there is one coming. Zad with a keen ear out as everyone's trying to feel around, and Isabel starts powdering the ground with flour. Zad, you would hear that noise mostly come from the northeast.
Okay. Zad would suggest to the group that he hears the surf coming from the northeast. Perhaps we should check that out first.
All right, then. Northeast it is, I guess.
All right,
Sounds good.
attempting to head northeast. I will say, Zadkiel, since you are leading the way, and since Isabel is leaving a trail of flour, go ahead and give me a survival check. Just a general sense of directions as you twist and turn throughout these tunnels.
Wait, I'm wondering if we should be using the flour. I do have salt too. Or would that blend into the ground?
Flower's better for track.
All right. With a 15, kind of making your way through these tunnels, some of them intersect at really quick spaces. You do find yourself at one dead end at one point and have to turn around listening to that wave that crashes again, almost like clockwork, every minute and a half or 2 minutes. So maybe not quite like clockwork, but often enough that you kind of get a feeling of where it's going and where it's coming from, but heading in a northeastern direction. Still throughout these caves. I'm gonna roll something real quick. All right. Traveling along, you pass by what looks like a oil slick, kind of just like laying in the middle of the ground there. And
Is it natural oil? Like just oil seeping up from the...
yeah, it looks like just like kind of a puddle, like a little divot in the ground where this puddle is kind of sitting.
Gotcha.
As you all kind of hop over it or walk through it, doesn't really matter. It kind of sticks to your feet for a moment. Continuing on, Mel, as you make your way over this puddle, like everyone else, it actually attempts to grab out towards you as this puddle animates through these tunnels. Does a 17 hit Mel?
Thankfully not.
And I'm going to bring you all to a map, or to an area,
Whoa.
and we're going to, as you've made good progress, uh, heading in a northeastern direction. As this ooze reaches up to grab Mel. We're gonna roll some initiative. So if everyone will please roll me some of that sweet, sweet initiative.
Nice.
All right, all of you reacting pretty quickly as this thing reaches out to Mel. Mel, I'll let you kind of like be on the other side if you want. Kind of hop
Okay.
across. Cal, you are up first as this ooze animates.
All right.
What are you up to?
I am going to use my bonus action to steady aim and point my kung fu hand at him and fire a psychic blade.
All right.
So advantage. And where the hell is it? There it is.
19 will hit it. For 14 points of damage. As it kind of cuts through it. I'm playing actually the wrong track. Yeah, this will work. But as this orange psychic energy bursts into this creature, seemingly cutting through it pretty well. Anything else for Cal? Well, I guess you steady aimed, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. I'll take us to Zadkiel.
Okay. Would I be it would be what you call it, rough terrain to move through two people, right?
Yeah, through Cal and Mel. Mel, I wouldn't give you. It would cost you 5 extra feet of movement to move through there.
Okay, I'm just gonna move to right up in that corner there anyway.
Squeezing by Cal and Mel.
Yep, and Zad will attack.
Yeah, give me a slash. $13 hits it.
Okay, I'm gonna
With
add
ease.
divine smite.
All right. As this gold energy arcs out, kind of slashing into this creature. It seems to almost split it in two.
Shit.
Oh,
As now there are 2 of them. It kind of just like plops into 2 different spaces. Anything else for Zadkiel?
Yeah, first bonus action. He is going to knock the ochre thing in front of him with a shield and knock him prone.
All right. As you go and try and like shove it to knock it down on the ground, you realize it's already as on the ground as it can get.
Gotcha.
These guys seem to be immune to being knocked prone because they are essentially prone all the time.
Okay, well then that will be my turn.
All right. I'll take us to Mel. One of these Well, now just one of these things, kind of still reaching out towards you.
Hmm.
What do you do?
Yeah, she's gonna do a mind sliver to the one immediately in front of her.
All right. It's got to make a intelligence save. Go ahead and roll me that mind sliver so I... Well, a very, very bad chance it'll... Oh, it got a natural 20. For
Whoa!
a grand total of 16, as it somehow is unaffected by the psychic power that you thrust out towards it.
That never happens. Oh my god.
Thought it would be a dumber than this.
Yep, it
It
should
certainly
be.
is.
Maybe it's me.
Who knows?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yep. But Mel, as you kind of lash out the psychic energy, it doesn't seem affected by it. What are you up to?
No, what I said, she said. I thought it would be dumber than this,
Yeah.
and that's about it for her turn.
All right, holding the ground there. That'll take us to White Claw.
Now use Sharp Touch on this one right there, trying to attack it.
All right, as this spectral cat claw, it will be at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Let's do one.
An 8 just hits it.
Mm.
As you would see this kind of spectral cat claw into it, and it kind of almost like bubbles and disintegrates a good portion of this ooze. Anything else for White Claw?
No, that'll be it.
Holding your ground. That'll take us to Alva.
Okay. Alva is going to cast Moonbeam.
All right. Kind of centered like right between the two.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Fair enough. As a beam of moonlight shoots down. Noted. They'll take that damage, possibly at the start of their turn. There's this small space here. It's literally just like a 6-foot tall cone of moonlight or beam. Anything else for Alva?
I see it now. Okay. I was wondering where it was. No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. I'll take us to Isabel.
All right. I'm gonna go through some rough terrain to get through. I can get behind Cal, right? He's pretty.
Yeah.
And go in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just
Squeeze kind of beside Mel and in front of Cal.
excuse me. And I'm gonna have my sword ready, and the one to my tokens left.
I will say you would know that. Well, that would be within the area of this moonlight that is shining down.
Okay. So I am going to. Oh, let's see. Blah, 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 blah.
So as you walk towards this moonlight, like, oh, pretty. I need a Constitution save.
Fair enough. I don't know why I'm rocking 2 browsers right now, but I am.
For fun.
For fun. And you said Constitution?
Yes, please.
Let's go, baby.
All right, with a 14, you do succeed, but you do take 5 points of radiant damage, kind of coming into this moonlit area. And it just kind of burns a little bit in a weird kind of way.
All right. Okay. And I can just continue to attack, right?
Yeah, you can continue. You're up there with your sword, but we'll say in here, and I forgot to do this for Zad, but it is at disadvantage, your attack roll.
Okay.
Because the ceilings are a little too low. You're trying to swing a great sword. Really, any weapon.
Cool. All right. That's what I thought. All right. I'm...
And you take
To
5 points
attack.
of radiant damage.
Yes. All right. I'm going to use my Dragon Slayer. Gonna make sure
Alright.
the dragon portion is cut off. It is.
Yep. And at
And-
disadvantage. An 11 still hits
Still
it.
hit.
Oh my gosh! Wow. And
Which one are you attacking? The north one or the south one?
with my token, it's the one to the left. So would that
Alright.
be the north one? Yeah.
It'll be the one. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It'll be the south one. As you cut into it, seemingly once again, it kind of splashes and splits in two.
I was worried that was gonna happen. Okay. I don't think I am going to do much here, but just one type of question based on this moonbeam ability.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, if I continue to stay in that moonbeam, am I going to continue to take on damage?
It hurt when you walked into it. Do you think it'll hurt when you stay in it?
It's, yeah, I would say so. All right, I'm going to back up, actually. No, actually, can I slide by just the one creature? The one that I just attacked to...
Say he's small now. It will provoke
Just
an
to be
attack of
beside Alva.
opportunity. Oh, you want to go that way?
Yeah,
It will provoke
like-
an attack of opportunity from this guy if you try to slide by him. I'll say you
okay.
can.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I just want to get out of this moonbeam.
All right. The other one will also take an attack of opportunity as you move away from it.
Okay. Yep.
So, the one up here got a 9 to hit,
Misses.
and the one down here got a 16 to hit.
That did hit me.
As you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh my gosh.
and
Okay.
3 acid damage, as it just kind of singes the part of your leg that is uncovered.
Alright, so you said 13, that's 16. Okay,
A total
cool.
of 16 damage, yes.
Alrighty. Alright.
As you kind of slide by there, it kind of takes the opportunity to kind of slam your leg into the wall with its acidic pseudopod, lunges out towards you. That'll take it to the creature's turns, and 2 of them need to make Constitution saves against Alva's Moonbeam. As it will roll. One of them got a nat 1. Is it rolling the other one? There we go. The other one got a 18. Now it wants to roll 3. So, the one up by Zadkiel and Mel dissipates and melts away into nothing in this moonlight. The other one seems to be lightly singed by it, succeeding its Constitution save. But the pair here, one of them will take a pseudopod attack against Alva, and the other will take a pseudopod attack against Isabel. Alva got a 20 or a 15 to hit, sorry.
You're muted.
Yeah, 15 hits. Just hits.
All right, as you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of acid damage. As this one starts climbing over your legs and just... It's smaller than you at this point. These are the 2 small ones. Just climbing up your leg, you would take 17 points of damage total. And Isabel, this one kind of squirming towards you. A little bit of reflexes this time. It got a 10 to hit. As you kind of scurry your feet away from it.
That misses.
It does miss. And that will
Yeah.
end their turn, taking us to Cal.
I'll stay put, but I'm not going to use steady aim. So I'll take a shot at the one in front of Egypt.
All right. Fire away.
No.
You do have sneak attack, but you won't have advantage.
Right.
20's going to hit. As it bursts in ochre-colored ooze, just kind of splashes in the immediate area as it is no more.
By my bonus action with my offhand, I'm going to turn it gangsta style and throw it at him.
All right.
I do not get sneak attack on the second one, correct?
Correct. It is only once per action. All right, 23 will hit. For 6 points of psychic damage as you swing your blade into it, and it just kind of lops off part of the ooze that's formed as it's kind of dwindled down a good portion. But it's still up.
I'm going to just push next to Zad, and I'll be done.
All right, peeking around the corner, taking us to Zadkiel. Zadkiel, as you walk into the moonlight.
Oh.
I need a Constitution saving throw. As you are muted, I think, right now, too.
That was the problem of no one knowing what it was doing. Okay. Constitution save, right?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with a natural 1, you take 10 points of radiant damage. But due to your ASMR heritage, you only take 5.
Gotcha.
But you are there.
And I shall attack the ochre jelly.
All right.
I'm going to do that twice.
Swinging out with your long sword. It definitely hits.
I didn't mean to. I forgot to check that.
You did not. You are not using a smite?
I am not using a smite.
All right. As it once again, as you cut into it, splits in 2.
Are we not learning?
We're not.
As you're hacking, and they're getting smaller. They're just kind of, you're just
Yeah.
cutting right into them.
Zadkiel is like, well, we'll make smaller ones with less HP.
Fair enough.
Don't waste all my smites. That'll be it.
All right. Taking us to Mel. Getting some feedback from someone. Or not anymore, it's gone. But Mel, what you up to?
Yeah, she's gonna throw a fireball at the one in front of Albie.
All right. Throwing a fire bolt at the one in front of Alva.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it. Yeah, Dan, we're getting echo.
Okay.
But Mel at 12 is going to hit as you blast fire out through the moonlight towards the ochre jelly. For 4 points of fire damage as it burns up the last little bits of this little bitty jelly. Doesn't smell good.
I was imagining the two old dead bodies in the chamber, thinking that was going to smell.
Fair enough. Anything else?
She walks over, and that's about it.
That is into the moonlight.
Yep, I just did that. Here's my Constitution save.
All right.
Oh,
You take 10 points of radiant damage as you walk into the moonlight. I mean, I will say, I'll give Mel the opportunity because you did just see Zadkiel walk into it.
is there
Mel,
something on the map that we should see? So I don't.
there's a little blue light.
Gotcha. I see it now. Gotcha.
No, I knew it. I totally forgot it through the turn.
That's
It makes
fair.
I knew it too. I forgot.
That'll take us to White Claw.
He's gonna try chill touch at the last one.
All right, give me a chill touch attack. 9 hits it. Would Mel have moved out of the moonlight after she walked into it?
Yeah, she would have.
Okay, fair enough. Just in case. But White Claw, 1 point of necrotic damage as your cat hand just kind of smashes down on the remainder of this ochre jelly. It fades away into nothingness. And I would assume at that point Alva will release her moonbeam from hurting everyone else. And as these jellies all done with, some of you battered from the jellies, others of you hurt by the moonbeam, still in these caves. That's where we'll take our little 5-10 minute break and pick up here in a few. So yeah, we'll take our little break there with you guys still in the mine portion and pick up in a bit.
Cool.
All right, see y'all here in a few. folks. Last we left off, we were going into this mine after finding some, well, mine tunnels, and got assaulted by an ochre jelly, which got split into multiple different pieces that ended up actually all of them attacking. It was not a fun time, but after this battle, some of you are a little injured, especially with some of this moonlight beaming down. Continued by another crash of waves heard throughout the tunnels. What are you guys up to?
White Claw's gonna look at Zad and Isabella like, if we find Ochre again, let's not slice them, shall we?
Yeah, I'll do my best. That's just kind of my specialty. I could. Okay, I learned. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know my nickname's Idiot, but I'm not feeling too smart right now.
That's why you go with the nickname Egypt.
We learn from our mistakes, don't we? At least I hope so.
Did
Yeah.
you fall through the floor this time?
We're all learning, right?
Apparently
No.
not unless one of us tell you. Fuck.
So you guys know now that you don't walk into the moonbeam, right?
That too.
It was so
Right.
pretty. I gotta
It is
compliment
very
you.
pretty, but
It was
it's very
very pretty.
dangerous. Now you know.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I
So,
think we should head towards the sound of the water.
Yeah, as you do see tunnels that head in a northwestern direction, but the sound of the water is coming from the northeast. You guys continue on the path.
What do you guys think? Going towards the sound of the water, or
It's the only sound that we can hear. Might as well do it. What do you think, Mel?
I was about to say the same. I think that was our guiding light, was the sound.
Great minds think alike. Don't let
Sometimes.
them lead.
All right, so continuing the course that you had already set, following the sound of occasional water, kind of turning a corner northward, you would see what looks to be a 10-foot wide set of steps going up and beyond. To the east of you, you would see actually what looks to be a stone door. Area seems to be a little taller in both directions, so kind of both of them are leading out of these mine tunnels. Stairs to the direct north, stone door to the east.
Well, we got north, we got east. Who has the intuition to help us?
can anybody get through that stone door?
That was my question.
Also, is there a
Is it locked,
breeze coming from
or is
them?
it just like a door?
You haven't really felt any breeze down here yet, but
I say, Zadkiel, you're pretty strong. Can you move? Attempt to open that door?
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot. Says that, we go and try to open.
all right.
Wait. Before you do it, and I walk over and give him guidance on this.
All right. As you cast guidance on him, Zadko, you feel pretty good about what you're about to do. At least you feel like you have the ability to do so.
Mhm.
Old stone door actually looks to be in working condition. Doesn't take any strength to open. As you open it, You can see inside old stone bunks and orderly rows kind of line the walls of this chamber within. A corroded iron brazier full of cold and old coals stands near the middle of the room. Bones of a half dozen dwarves and larger, possibly bandits, strewn about, still clad in scraps of armor. You do see 3 gray, hunched figures squat among the remains, pawing at the scraps and gnawing at bones. And as you open the door, they would all immediately turn towards you and start growling and hissing in your direction, lunging towards you. And we're gonna go back into initiative, folks, and bring you guys back to you guys didn't get too far.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this is like the best initiative roll I've gotten in so long.
Yeah, I feel you. The same thing for me.
I don't know
Oh
exactly.
Oh, you're
God.
pretty damn good. You're seeing better, dude.
Oh my god,
Damn.
Dan. No.
That's
I have a +7 on my initiative.
Isn't that the way it goes, though?
Oh my. Oh yeah.
It's your dexterity, I think.
It is.
Well, I took a feat for it too, so I took
Mhm.
alert.
That too.
Oh yeah, here's a little handout of another version of the ochre jelly. I like the one with the face.
Yeah.
So what are these things you said that we're running? We've run.
Looks like 3
Oh.
pale elven bodies gnawing on bones.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like SCP-096.
Mhm.
A duel.
A technical term, yeah. But also rolling horrible on their initiative.
I got a 15 and I'm 3rd from the bottom. That's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Well, White Claw, you are up first. What are you doing? Is
I'm gonna get a
What are
cast Maximilian Earthen Grasp right in the middle of the two. Is it? It's 30 feet. And I'm more, yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna cast that. I can't cast in the middle, so it'll be right there by that one.
try and bring a
Cast
hand
this.
out here? Of course, it doesn't want me to bring a hand out. Right there.
Yeah,
All
right
right.
there, and it's gonna and that's gonna be it because that's the action to.
And it's got a strength saving throw. Is that it?
If he go and grabs, he hasn't been grabbed yet.
Oh, you can't grab him yet.
No, I would have had to use sorcerer point to make it a bonus action, but that's gonna be it for now.
No, when he first casted it, it makes a
Does
strength
it?
save. Yeah.
Target miss.
It just automatically happens the first time, and then afterwards you can do it again. But it did get a 15 on its save. Seemingly pushing away this hand. Anything else for White Claw?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. That will take us to Isabel Flinthorn. Isabel, what you doing?
Forgot I had a last name. So
That's the way it goes.
I'm gonna squeeze by Zadkill. Are we saying that's cool if I go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take up 5 more feet of your movement, though.
Okay, that's cool. So
Can Zadkiel stuck in his gut for like another 2.5? No.
I don't imagine.
Running
Okay, so
past
then
Zadkiel, seeing the stone hand jutting out from the ground.
yeah, this looks pretty nuts. just because I've been burned by the beautiful moonshine, that's a beautiful looking fist. Can I like? I'm not gonna get hurt if I'm near it, right?
One way to find
Okay.
out.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
But I mean, it seems like it's just trying to grab out at this
Yeah, that's
ghoulish
good.
creature.
Amazing. I'm gonna attack the creature to the right of my character.
All right.
I'm gonna just slash it with my Dragon
And
Slayer.
coming out of the mines definitely can stretch out here, so you are good to go with your
Yeah.
attack rolls.
Alrighty.
25 will hit.
I want to also say that I forgot to uncheck disadvantage. So
No, you're good. That's why I took the first one. 25.
Okay. Okay. Good. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay.
Anytime you have advantage or disadvantage clicked, I will always just take the first roll.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm a do a little slash, and it's gonna take 13 slashing.
As you cut into it for 13 points of slashing damage, blood splatters onto the ground as it kind of yowls out in pain.
And I'm wondering, trying to learn the lesson that I was taught last time, that if you try and hold on to an attack, you'll end up never using it.
I mean, maybe. I mean, you never know. You guys just started this place.
I know. I am going to stop my attacks, but I'm going to go into defense, if that's okay. I'm ready to take a hit.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. You're just
Okay,
kind of
cool.
like slash out towards and just kind of ready to slash again
Yeah.
next time. Anything else?
Yeah,
for your
ready
turn?
to slash. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah,
All right.
that'll be it.
I'll take us to Mel.
From where she's at, can she throw a firebolt at the ghoul next to the bedpost?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll give it +2 to its AC just from the close quarters in there.
Okay. No whammies.
All right, a 15 does hit. As it sees the fire coming, its eyes glow bright with this kind of just dead look. Almost like a look of longing. As you hit it for 3 points of fire damage, like kind of right in its cheek. Anything else for Mel?
Yeah. She just moves into the corner.
All right.
Out of everybody's way.
That'll take us to Cal with Alva on deck.
Cal will steady aim, take a shot.
All right.
The one at the bedpost that Mel just singed.
All right. It will also have +2 to its AC from just kind of like maneuvering past Zadkiel and through the doorway. A little bit of cover. But a 19 will hit it. It deals 12 points of orange psychic damage. Golden light hits into this creature and it just kind of like takes a step back just from the sheer force of it all.
Well, I am done.
All right. Taking us to Alva.
Okay. Alva is going to cast Moonbeam again.
All right.
I'm gonna cast it directly on top of this ghoul. It's hard to describe because I can't see anything around him. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The one that you can see.
Yes, just the one that I can see.
Yeah, it is the one that you can see. Yeah, that's the northernmost one, but yes. All right. Moonbeam onto this ghoul. It will have to make a dex save at the end of its turn. Or con save, sorry. At the start of its turn. So which will happen right after you. Alva, anything else for your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right, it will now make its Constitution saving throw. All right, getting a big 11, as it will take 9 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
All of them lunge towards Isabel, though, attempting to kind of surround her. And 2 of them will be flanking, so not quite advantage, but they will have +2 to hit. As I believe they only get, just want to double check one thing. One of them will go in for a bite attack against Isabel. Be +2 to hit for flanking, getting a 13 to hit. Another will go in for a claw attack to the south of that one, getting a 7 to hit.
Both of those miss, but the first one that attacked me, I'm gonna use repose.
All right.
Um,
Kind of as it
so when a
goes down,
creature
it kind of
visits-
like goes forward a little bit, opening itself up for an opportunity for you to hit it.
Yep.
On the
And then-
northernmost guy.
Yep, and I'm going to extend one of my superiority die. So, Steven, just to remind me, the superiority die, how do I use that again? I'm
As long
clicking...
as you check it, if it's
Okay.
checked, it'll apply it to the damage as long as you hit it.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just trying to find where the... I knew this. I thought I knew this already.
What's that?
Where I check off the dice.
Underneath
Or
your
do I
attacks, you'll see, let's say, superiority die. Under global damage modifier.
Here we go. There we go.
Yep.
Yep, right. And I Dragon Slayer, and I'm gonna go in for a hit.
17 or 24 will definitely. I was reading its own attack. 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24 will definitely hit.
Yep. And that's gonna
Deal 14 points of damage as you cleave into it, and blood just goes splattering all over the floor and it, as they seem to... It's odd. They seem undead, but they do have blood. But as it clatters to the ground, bleeding out there, the one behind you will try to claw you as well.
Oh no.
Getting a 17 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Dealing 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
No!
As you're swinging out towards the one, kind of knocking it down on the ground, bleeding out, you feel this singe of pain come across your back. And it kind of like stings, and then it goes numb for a moment.
Okay.
You are good.
And after I get hit, I'm gonna say, like, is anybody out there? Like, is anybody coming in? Just because I'm bratty.
Fair enough. As you say that, Zadkiel, you are up.
I am. And I'm going to take our route. You know, shoot.
I saw you measuring already.
Yeah, okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go around and to the back. And I will attack
No, I don't. So you're going around the back this way?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, I didn't measure. Because there's moonlight there. If I go this way...
There certainly is.
Oh, that'll be attack of opportunity. Another click. Like that.
All right, so you're running past Isabel. That will take 5 feet of movement, so you won't... I know what you're going for, so you'll be able to, like...
Flank.
Yeah. You can get there,
Probably.
but just barely.
Okay.
One of them will take an attack of opportunity against you as you try to edge by it.
All right.
Getting a 8.
No, that's a miss.
But you do end up behind this ghoul across from Isabel in a flanking position.
Then I will attack.
All right. Give me that sweet, sweet sword. 22 turning into a 24 from the flanking will hit it.
5 slash.
5 points of slash damage, nothing to scoff at, as you stick it right in the back. For 5, kind of stumbles a little bit, bleeding pretty well.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. That'll take us to White Claw.
The hand's gonna try to reach for this one right there.
All right. Hand reaching out towards this ghoul. Gonna make a strength save. Getting a 15 again, kind of just like shoving aside this giant stony hand.
I am gonna use 2 sorcery point to do a chill touch as a bonus action
All
to
right.
that same creature.
It will have a little bit of cover on it. So +2 to its AC. But a 20 will hit. Because Dan, we're hearing a lot from you.
Sorry,
You're good.
forgot to mute.
But for 8 points of necrotic damage, as this spectral cat claw reaches out towards this creature and just kind of grabs it by the shoulder, and you would see the creature, this ghoul, just kind of go look wildly for a moment before it just falls down and goes limp. Anything else for White Claw?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, that'll take us to Isabel.
All right. Okay. There's still this little guy behind me. I don't like him very much. I'm gonna just slash the guy behind me.
Slash
Get
that guy
this-
behind you.
Yeah, just gonna get this dunzo.
He's the one that clawed you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, I don't like you. Chicao. Oh, my rolls tonight.
20
Woo-wee!
hits, yeah.
Oh, very happy person over here. And that'll be 11 slashing damage for that little guy.
As you cut this ghoul down, falls against the wall there into the bunk, and just kind of clatters to the ground, blood on the ground. And we'll hop out of combat there.
And I want to say the moment we hop out of combat, Isabel just kind of like falls to her butt. She's like just to sit down immediately. She's feeling pretty fatigued. Feeling worse for wear.
Yeah, coming in here, you can see that there looks to be an old, kind of like a dwarven barracks or quarters of some sort, like miners' quarters almost. Pretty barren, other than the bunks and the old brazier. There is a door to the south.
You did say there were corpses and piles of bones and whatnot.
Yeah, there's bones and it's seemingly chewed and gnawed on throughout. Bits of armor scrap still stuck to some of them. About half a dozen dwarves and larger creatures.
How hurt does Isabel look?
Can you not see her health bar?
Yeah, I'm just asking for flavor.
I mean, you can see on her health bar, she does not look that great.
She doesn't look that good.
I mean,
Isabel's-
but neither does Alva or Mel, for that fact, you know.
But
Yeah,
the good news
Isabel's
is Cal looks
looking-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cal looks great. Isabel's-
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for an
Alright,
ugly
so
guy, he's pretty good
here's-
looking.
She's
Here's
looking
what
13 out of
I'm gonna do.
41.
Yeah, I was going to suggest if we want to take a short break, I could heal, but I'll lose a lot of spells points that I can't get back.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm just
heal a bit. I can give either one person a lot. I can probably bring Isabel back to about half her efficiency, or half her health. I mean,
But what would a short
yeah,
rest give us?
Well,
Because
like
it
the
might be
short rest could give you a lot.
yeah, short
yeah.
rest is what
Can we even
want.
take one? Are we allowed to take one in here?
Yeah?
I'm not saying you're
I'm
allowed to or
asking.
not. I mean, I'm not allowing anything. You guys can
Okay.
attempt
Steven!
to
All
do
right,
it.
Zad would
You can
Zad
attempt to
would
do
patrol.
anything.
Zad would patrol as everyone.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should have Zad patrol. I think listening to Mel saying like, "Hey, let's take a short rest," is probably our best bet.
But he also gives himself like 5 hit points with lay on hands.
You're gonna do that
I mean,
too?
you can take a short rest while you're not doing
Uh,
anything heavy. I mean, if you want to go scout somewhere on your own, then yeah, you wouldn't take a short rest. But
No, I
as
just
long
mean that
if
like
you're if you're
Zad's kind of looking out for everybody else.
if you're keeping an
what-
eye out, that doesn't cost
Yeah.
anything. So if you're
Oh,
taking a
okay.
short rest, it's just not doing anything strenuous. Like you're not over
Gotcha.
here doing
Yeah.
50 push-ups the whole time, every 5 minutes.
No P90X. We're
Who
not
says
doing
that's
Beachbody.
strenuous for a person like me?
This is for Zadkiel. And you're not doing
Yeah.
anything like if you're not doing anything strenuous, then that's what the short rest is for. It's just
Cool. I
it's
think
just you
yeah.
sit down for or stand in one place for an hour. Like it's not we need to sleep for an hour because who takes naps in the middle of the day?
I do.
Not adventurers.
Me. Oh, how embarrassing.
Whenever I have the opportunity, I take a nap in the middle.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
But
Let's just all have a little lay
trying to
down
take
then.
a little breather. Zadkiel, give me a perception check. And Zadkiel, since you're, yes, you shut the door. That's fine.
Yes.
And there is a door to the south as well.
Which I'm going to be inspecting the hell out of while everyone's resting.
It looks like a well-maintained stone door. But as you're keeping an eye out, Zadkiel, go and roll me a d20.
Don't like it sound bad.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that.
Sorry.
Zap.
All right, with the 7. The only noise you would really hear is the occasional noise of that booming wave echoing through behind the doors on either side, the south and to the west. But you all do get a short rest in. If you want to roll some hit dice, you can.
Okay. Oh, I jinxed myself for sure.
I will also say, Isabel, this will be the last time I'll remind you, but you can use your second wind before you take a short rest. This is the last time I will remind you of that, though.
When you said that, I was like,
Time.
when you said that, I was like, oh no, this is something that he's told me a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this will be the last time I'll tell you.
Okay.
I've gotten this speech a lot, Isabel. Don't worry about it.
More than most. But yeah, you can expend your second wind before you take the short rest. And after the short rest, you get it back.
Okay, can I do that?
That's why I'm saying it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna have my short rest.
How long's a short rest?
It takes an hour.
So she loses, not to be the tattletale of the group, but doesn't she lose Melankalia's sight?
100%.
Yeah, dang. Okay.
You're that student in the class. You tell the teacher.
homework!
Reminder, we had homework.
No,
I
it was already in my
appreciate it.
notes.
I appreciate it.
That's right.
Yes.
See, he already knew.
So
That's why I stated at the beginning, like, this is only going to last an hour.
Yeah, and also, since this is the last time you're telling me about Second Wind, can this be the last time you tell me how to activate it when
You have an attack that says Second Wind that I
yeah,
put in your
I'm
character
trying to
sheet.
think. You made it so simple for me and I haven't been using it. Thank you so much.
So,
And then I
Um,
take
so if anyone
yeah.
else wants to roll hit dice, you can expend up to 4. That's entirely your call, but just remember you won't be getting if you want to take another short rest later.
No, what Zad will do, however, is noticing that gradually over time that Isabel is getting worse and worse to it. He will cast light on her sword.
Wait, on my sword?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh,
Guess it anywhere.
nice. Isabel will turn and give a thumbs up.
As he grabs your sword and it lights up.
I mean, Isabel's like, wait, what are you doing? And then I'm like, whoa.
You just have to ask.
I didn't know this was possible.
I mean, I did it several times before, but might not just been paying attention several times before. So
I'm good in combat, just not
you
great
are. You're
anywhere
great
else.
fight.
Right?
So I looked at my Eyes of the Night,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to equal to my wisdom.
You can only cast it once per day
Oh, okay.
on the number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh,
it's
I
that
got
it's
you.
it's that one
Once
use that
plus.
even if you only do it on one person, it still expends the one use.
I follow. See what I was reading.
Yeah, you're good. So, Cal, during this time, you looked over the door. It looks to be a working stone door. It looks to be dwarven work here.
No locks, no booby traps.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, church boy, you want to open up the next one?
Sure thing.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
You're good. You're allowed to open doors. That's why I took the lock off of it.
Can I have church boy that?
But I am probably going to keep you guys in here. But I mean, you can open it. That's fine. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just if you're moving as a group, let me know. If you're moving individually, let me know.
Well, since he asked me, Zad would probably stand in front of if there was something to rush through.
All right. Seeing the door. Give it a little open. Zakiel opens the door, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fair enough. Looking to the south looks to be hard to see exactly what's going on down there, but it looks like a larger space and looks like a hallway that goes east and west directly south, like right here.
Right.
But further south looks to be carved tunnels. Slightly natural cavern, but looks to have been worked.
Zad will just kind of loudly say, "We have some decisions to make," and he'll walk through the door, kind of with a count.
White Claw's gonna get right behind Zad and walk down there.
Zad will actually move like here so people can get in.
Oh, I'm gonna follow behind White Claw.
All right.
Alva's
Right
gonna
there.
follow as well.
All right. So I'll be able to hear that wave sound.
I mean, if you take a moment to listen, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Hear.
And will I be able to see from which side it comes from?
That would be a perception check.
Do a perception check.
Well, the 14, kind of hard to say. Like, you hear it from the left, you hear it from the right. You would even hear it from the south.
Right. So, which side did we go?
Mm, Again, there's no
I would also
breeze,
say
right?
Zadkiel kind of being there. Yeah, no breeze.
Okay.
You would see a little bit further to the south. Looks like some more worked tunnels like what you're in. The tunnels here stand about 10 feet tall. This area beyond is about 20 or 30 feet tall, but it continues into some worked tunnels to the south of there as well.
Gotcha. That's what I was going to ask because it looks like it's constructed here. Where is it?
And here it's
Nah.
constructed as well. It looks like it goes around the corner here to the north, and same thing here.
And not Zad would carefully move along this wall here, just kind of come to here, see what he can see, and then he would relay that information to the group.
As you come to the wall there, you would see that this area looks like 4 tunnels intersect at this 30-foot high cavern. Walls carved with simple reliefs, actually, showing dwarf and gnome miners at work. It looks like nearly 24 skeletons and rusted scraps of armor scattered across the cavern floor here. Some dwarven skeletons, others appear to be remains of larger individuals. And you would see half a dozen large, unlit brass lanterns stand in little kind of niches along the ledges of this cavern in here, just like in the wall. And it looks like it continues to the south in a hallway-like direction. But I will also say, Zadkiel, as you stand there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Not really seeing what's happening before it's too late. Got 2 more to do. A 12, a 20, a 21, a 25, a 20, and a 22 to hit.
Anything over a 20
What?
hits. Anything 20 or
Oh,
over.
on Zadkiel?
What the fuck?
All on Zadkiel.
Bye, Zadkiel.
Bye-bye.
If it meets or beats 20, it's...
Yeah, so all but one of them hit. As you would see Zadkiel quickly get surrounded by these bat-like mosquitoes. You guys have encountered them
Ew.
before. Sturges. I'm going to
No.
mark the one that is not on him. The
Sorry.
first one. So this one up here is not attached to him. Mark it with a red. The red dot is not attached to Zadkiel. As Zadkiel, you would take...
Wait.
7,
They're all sucking him?
11, 19,
It's over
25,
30. Yeah.
30.
It's over.
You take 30 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Well, thankfully, I have
over.
31 points of HP.
Oh my god.
As you would
But don't
see
they
these
continue each
bat-like...
turn? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. You would see them all jump down and latch onto Zadkiel immediately as they're sticking their proboscises into his flesh and kind of finding the chinks in his armor, which is pretty sturdy armor. They were
Yeah, how the fuck did Sturges get in?
hidden in the
Jeez.
ceiling. Well, same way you guys came in.
Well, no, I mean, like, man, they're really, they got a pretty high,
They had advantage because they were hidden, but we're gonna roll initiative
Yeah.
again.
Has this been the most combat we've had in a game?
I think so.
Yeah, it's kind of nice though. I like it.
It's oof,
Oof.
oof.
I just have this mental image of Zad, just I don't even see Zad. I just see a bunch of these like giant mosquitoes.
Pretty much. It's like Zad disappears
Yeah,
as these sturges latch onto him.
But
So
when you
funny.
see his eyes, he's just
yeah. Is there any life in the eyes? Like you have one
there
HP.
is the last glitter of hope. Like I'm
As
gonna
you see his
freaking
face
die.
looking back towards you, eyes wide. And as
Oh.
he does, unfortunately, these creatures are going first.
Oh
No, this
no.
is the end.
Another round of damage?
Oh my gosh, no.
So Zadkiel,
Yeah,
you would immediately fall unconscious.
of course. Do I even get a
As
chance?
you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Does it fail? Right?
As
Or not?
Zadkiel goes unconscious. Immediately, they all detach, except for one of them is still there, and move on to Cal.
What the fuck?
As
It's
they,
gone for
as
1
a
second.
swarm of sturges fly towards you, Cal. The good news is they don't have advantage this time. So 5 attacks. Getting a 19, a 13, an 8, a 19, and a 16. Wait, did I roll 1?
3 hit.
Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 19 deals 6 points of piercing. Latches on to you. Now I'm going to mark the ones that are latched on. The 13 misses, correct?
Yep, correct.
8 misses as well. 19 hits for 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh, scheisse.
And a 16 hits for 5 points of piercing damage.
So what was that in total? 15?
9 plus 4.
9 plus 5.
13?
Plus 5.
14.
6, 5, and 4. So yeah, 15. 6, 5, 4. As these sturges all latch onto Cal. Cal, it's your turn. What are you doing? These bat-like mosquitoes, 3 of them latched onto you, 2 of them flapping around you.
Fuck. Can I? Well, I'm not gonna pull them off. So I'll. Shit. All right. I'll use my psychic soul blades and attack that one.
All right.
So no sneak attack, no advantage.
Nope.
All right.
Straight up trying to hit this thing. Getting a 7, trying to, as they're swarming you, trying to make anything hit. It's kind of hard. You see that orange flicker of light. It's going to be a miss.
My bonus, I'm going to use my offhand. There we go.
Same one. Nat 20 hits. As it pops.
And I can't. Yeah, I'll take opportunity. Will I take it to opportunity attacks from those two? I will. Okay, that's it. I'll stay put.
All right. Taking us to White Claw. In the doorway, seeing Cal get swarmed by these. He popped one off. You see Zadkiel down the way with one of them still attached.
He's gonna cast Chill Touch on the one that I've attached to.
All right. And that's going to be a hit. As this cat claw just kind of swipes at one of them, dealing 1 point of necrotic damage. It seems to be bleeding profusely. Kind of like knock one of its wings loose. It's still attached.
And we'll move right there, and that'll be it.
All right, moving on up, taking us to Mel.
Yeah, she's going to use a mind sliver against the one that's still connected.
There are two.
Okay.
There's the one that kind of got swiped a little bit by White Claw's claw.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Elder.
to the south, attached to Zadkiel.
Yeah, Zadkiel. It's
All
within
right.
60 feet.
It is. Yeah, go for it. Mind Sliver is a intelligence save. See how smart these guys are.
They're not.
I accidentally rolled
I know.
initiative again for them, and they got a 20 on their initiative. Let's get a save. Intelligence. They got a big, seemingly smarter than you would think. It got a 13.
High goes to the runner.
Anything else for Mel as you unleash the psychic energy towards it?
No, that's all.
All right, taking us to Alva.
Am I able to get past Isabel through the door?
Yeah, I'd say so. It would just take like 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
Get an echo from Dan, or was. It's gone now.
Okay.
And seeing, yeah,
Okay,
Cal swarmed by these Sturges, and Zadkiel on the ground with one of them still with its proboscis kind of sticking into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alva is going to cast Fairy Fire.
On who?
Where at?
It's not. It doesn't just come. It's not. I thought it was every object in a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Where at?
So I get to choose, like, the
you
center
place
of
the
the
cube.
cube?
Yeah, within like 60 feet of you or something.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna place it. I wish. Can you see where I'm pointing? I don't know how to do that.
I cannot see where you're pointing.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Can you
can.
move the? Yeah. So where you have this giant green square.
I was just getting it ready. Like you tell me where
Okay.
and also to show you like how big the cube will be.
Yeah. I wanted to move it down. Yeah.
All right, you want to get Cal and all 4 of these Sturges inside?
3.
No, there's 4.
And me.
Just move it.
And me. And Cal.
You want me to sacrifice you, Cal?
Did you not remember the whole like wave thing on your Church Boy?
It's
All
not
right.
It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah. I'll cast it there.
Okay. Cal, I need a dex save. As this fairy lights start to scatter about the area.
I push Fairy Fire then?
Yeah, you can click it. That's fine. As I'm going to give them disadvantage, at least the 2 that are attached. Be easier to do this.
So that's technically a 13, I think, right?
No, I added it to your sheet. You're good.
No, it doesn't show up if you mouse over the. If you mouse over the 12, I get the 7 plus 5, and the 5 is my dex. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's on there. It's accurate.
Oh, okay. So I failed it.
So you fail as he glows brightly. The first Sturge attached to you glows brightly. The 3 more is 1 success, 1 success, and a fail. So ones that fail are lit with purple.
Any attack
two
roll.
two of them light up, and the area glows with low light. Anything else for Alva?
No, that's it for me.
All right. Zadkiel, do you whisper me a death save?
I sure will. Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't whisper it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Isabel, what you up to? And to
Yo,
be fair, the
okay.
sturges that are attached, like the ones with the red dots, are not actually taking up any space. They're on their target.
All right. So I'm gonna do a diagonal through the door. Go right there.
That is
and-
where Alva is standing?
Oh. Wait, where? Okay, where? Oh. So wait, is oh my gosh, keep closing the door. So I just I'm just not gonna click. Where is Alva? Where are you standing?
Right there, the purple lady.
Wait, I don't see that.
You don't see my token?
I do not see her token.
Oh,
That's why-
do you still not have dark vision? Is that why you...
No, she
No,
can
I
see.
do. I have. Is that? Oh, okay. That's really weird. It just came on. Because I was like, I was
Can
in
you
there.
see
Where-
White
How
Claw?
did she cast? I can. It was weird. I couldn't see White Claw. Now I can see Alba. I didn't see Alba for a second. I was there. That was weird. That was a weird load.
Fair enough.
Okay. We got all this green goop going on. Am I able to step in it for like a second, or do I instantly have to
It's just
do?
lit. It's just the area is
Okay.
kind of lightly lit up, and you see little fairy fires sticking to Cal and a couple of these sturges.
Okay. I'm gonna do something pretty feisty. So, can I hug the wall and do something like
Try and lean
Like
across.
this? Yeah.
One of them will get attack opportunity from you. But yeah, you can go for it.
Wait, even if I go here?
Yeah, because you have to move out of range of one of them. You can absolutely
And they're in
go
range? And
there.
they're in range here.
Because you have to move here. They are not within range of you with your melee attack where you're standing there.
Okay.
Alva and White Claw are in the way. But you can definitely go up along the wall here.
Yeah, I'm
moving
getting a bit worried about
there.
Zadkill. I'm gonna I'll do that. I'll take the hits.
Alright, yeah, one of them will take
yeah.
blood drain attack against you. Getting a 10 to hit,
Was-
missing as you kind of sidle along the wall there. And you've got 10 feet of movement if you want it.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is there's no attack of opportunity if I do this, right?
No?
Even I go now I'm just getting nervous. I'm
I'm
gonna
not going to
attack.
tell you every time you're in danger of getting one.
Okay, that's true. Okay, to the right of me, I'm gonna attack that guy just with a nice sword slash, but
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a I'm gonna make it a menacing attack. I'll do.
Okay. Because that will
Yeah.
increase its damage by a d8 and it could be frightened of you.
Yes,
Alright.
that is what I want. Okay, so
You know they
Going
are
to
very
attack-
small and don't have a lot of health. I will say that. You encountered these
oh,
before.
okay. Mm,
As much as I want you to use all of your abilities.
I'm gonna listen to my dungeon master. I'm not gonna use menacing attack. I'm just gonna attack the guy right in front of me with my Dragon Slayer,
Yeah, go for
and or to the right of me, just 21.
it. That'll hit.
I would hope so. And
as
gonna be
as
12.
you absolutely obliterate it like a baseball bat in the sky.
okay, and I am going to I'm gonna use action surge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack. I still had movement left, so I think I can move forward.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attack the dude to the right of me
All
again.
right, the other one
just
that's
with
other
a-
one that's flapping around. The other two are stuck
Yep.
on Cal.
Yep.
All right.
Gonna do Dragon Slayer again.
11 misses.
Are you serious?
Yeah. As
Oh,
you
man.
quickly rush forward and go for a swing, it's like a bat, like just kind of flapping around, just dodges.
Yeah. That was deserved. Okay. That's all.
All right, that'll take us to these Sturges.
So the one of them gets advantage, right? Because he's
if he were
I'm
attacking
a-
you, but he's gonna go with the thing that just swatted him. At Isabel, getting a 13 to hit Isabel,
That misses.
and the other two automatically hit. As rolling for it, Cal, you would take 7 and 5 points of piercing damage, as they are just sucking the blood right out of you. Zadkiel, you fail a death save.
Awesome.
You don't roll it, you fail it.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't
Uh,
expecting to fail automatically.
But
Although,
that'll take us to Cal, as at least it's not an attack, otherwise it would have been a crit, and you would lose 2. It's just an automatic does damage to you. Cal, what are you doing? You got 2 of these suckers on you.
1, 2,
They move with you.
2.
Oh, damn.
2. I know. 2. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage the one to the north.
Okay.
Dude. I'm gonna use my action to pop a healing potion. Fuck, you got one attached to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the healing. I'm gonna use the healing potion to. I'm gonna gingerly put my tube in Dad's mouth.
All right. And
And
2 of them kind of stuck to you. You're kind of losing blood, and you see Cal look pretty pale himself as he rushes over to Zadkiel to plunge a potion into his mouth. Roll me 2d4 plus 2, Cal.
6 points.
As Zadkiel, you get 6 points of healing. And you are on the ground, one of these things still kind of sticking into your stomach, just sucking blood. You see its little beady eyes looking up at you. Anything else for Cal?
No, I think that's it. I can't do anything more. Yeah.
All right. Taking us to White Claw.
Trying to get it off of cows. Or gonna throw chill touch at the one that has been marked by
All right.
Fairy Fire, so I
Kitty
do get
Claw.
advantage, right?
At advantage, yes. 23 is absolutely hits. As the blood within it dries up and it just kind of withers to the ground as your kitty claw touches it.
And that'll be it.
All right, taking us to Mel. Alva on deck.
Male walks up only 10 feet and attempts another mind sliver against the one that is on Zadkiel.
All right. Gotta roll a 5 for a big 1 this time. As Zadkiel, its head just kind of pops in front of you.
nice.
Anything else for Mel?
Yeah, she can't use Healing Word at this point, right?
You absolutely can, because you cast a cantrip, and Healing Word is a bonus action. So yes, you can.
Okay. So she uses Healing Word for Colin.
All right.
Level 1.
Oof.
As Cal, you get 4 points of healing. Hearing the voice of Mel behind you, seeing the creature on Zadkiel's head pop, you feel a little better, a little safer. And that'll take us to Alva. One of these still flapping around Isabel, and another one still stuck to Cal.
All right. I'm gonna Thorn Whip the one close to Isabel.
All right, give me a Thorn Whip attack. As the vine extends towards it. Yeah, natural 20 will absolutely hit it. And like Indiana Jones with his whip, you hear this pop and a crack as this essential blood pocket explodes and blasts blood all over Isabel's armor, and the ground nearby just splatters and is gone. Anything else for Alva?
Can I use Healing Word?
Absolutely, that's the same thing. Very similar to what Mel just did. If you use a cantrip and it's an action, you can cast a spell as long as it's a bonus action, like Healing Word.
All right, I'm gonna do Healing Word on Zadkiel.
All right.
Let me find it. There it is. Okay.
And don't forget, it'll ask you what level.
Yeah, I always forget about that.
Sometimes it gets hidden behind like character sheets and stuff.
Mhm.
But Zadkiel, you get 5 points of healing. As what does Alva call out to Zad?
You're welcome.
All right.
That was more romantic than that.
And you do feel welcome. Taking us to your turn, Zadkiel.
Okay. Just one.
As you get 5 healing.
Zad is just gonna slash at that other guy right northeast of him. Northwest
Technically,
of
it's attached to Zad or to Callan, but yes, you can absolutely try
Cal.
try to slash out with your talon towards it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, 1 second.
What are you getting? All right, 14 just hits.
You're whispering.
Excellent.
As now he's on Whisper. But he got a 14, everyone. And does 10 points of slashing damage as you just kind of slice along the side of Cal, not hurting him, just enough to kind of cut into this creature as it splits in two, falls to the ground. Cal's blood on the ground with it. And as all these Sturges kind of obliterated, fallen on the floor in pieces, like they die real easy apparently. But they can apparently suck a lot of blood out of people. And we'll hop out of combat there, as you guys are... Some of you have a lack of blood like you just gave. Just donated blood like 3 times.
Zad's gonna do his old lay on hands on himself.
Alright.
A full 20 points.
Full 20 points. Burning them all.
Mel will give healing touch to Colin.
Or cure wounds, I mean.
Yeah, cure wounds.
Okay. So many healing spells and abilities, they're all called different things.
Mm-hmm.
Zadkiel.
But I'm going to do it at level 2.
Okay. Cal, you get 6 points of healing.
So fucking happy I do that.
Thank you, love. Appreciate it. Remind me never to go through the door with fucking church boy again.
But looking around, Cal, and everyone, to the south there, you do see what looks to be dozens of skeletons, like just rusted scraps of armor heaped along the area here. And like kind of like the small brass lanterns kind of in little alcoves, little niches on the ledges around the cavern. Looks like the cave continues to the east and the west. And it looks like work stone to the south.
Can that use his divine sense to see if dead or not?
As you quick flash your eyes, everything looks normal. Nothing looks undead or demonic or anything unnatural that you wouldn't expect.
Hmm. So does that would say many died here, but it's not.
Well, I'll say actually, as you guys kind of regroup after that battle, noting the bodies on the ground, ancient to the south here, kind of littered in the southern hallway. That'll probably be a good spot to end tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you
For sure.
realize the dangers within Wave Echo Cave are much more than anticipated. And we'll pick up there next week. And
Oof.
yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and hope you can make us next time. And we'll see everyone next week.
Whoop,
Bye
whoop.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch.
Twitch.